Hello, and welcome to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. Today we're going to have a look at the 1.7 experimental. It was released the other day, so obviously lots going on with this. There's a new fluid effect system that reacts with interactions. This can be for players, vessels, and weapons. There's luckily 3 settings for this. So you've got low, which is no waves and no water interaction. Medium, which is waves enabled without water interaction, and high, which is waves enabled and water interaction. Obviously, if you have it on high, it is going to affect your frame rate, depending on what your setup is, depends on the impact it will have. For me, I've not got a several £1,000 PC, but I've not really noticed a huge frame drop. But then I am only testing and just demonstrating this in creative, so it might be different if you're actually in a proper game. So you've got the waves there. Bullet splash. All moves with me. See, I'm high enough there that doesn't really do anything. A lot lower now. Obviously, you can see it has more of an impact. So that's the new water feature. There's obviously loads of other new improvements. So, as well as the water, there's AI pathfinding changes, and for all players looking for new content, POIs, and missions, there's now loads of new stuff to do and go and explore. There's almost 100 new ships and stations that have been added thanks to the tireless builders from the community. Satellite hacking is now fully implemented, and there's more information on missions and gameplay through the updated entries on the in-game Empyrion PDF, which is F1. Update to Invader versus Defender, with a big surprise coming at the end of Experimental on the official servers. There's changes to AI pathing and animal behaviour. So there's lots of POIs and vessels for UCH, ARC, Wastelanders, Legacy, Colonists, Warlords, and Polaris. There's a load of updated POIs, fixes. There's the possibility to support tracer beams on ranged weapons, and there's new settings available to enhance the appearance of nebulas. Ravion's done a video on this, so I suggest you check that out because that looks pretty cool. But we're just going to have a quick look at some of these POIs that I mentioned. So the first one is the Abandoned Temple, which is to do with the Legacy now having a foothold in the Brotherhood of Far territory. So this is by Spange. I don't want to give away any spoilers. Quick look around the inside. Stairs going down there, that's fairly obvious, but this is obviously dungeon crawl. It says on this, the Legacy now has some POI in the Brotherhood of Far territory. This is a law-related change, and the Far abandoned POI will now spawn under the Legacy. Next we have the Phoenix. This is a Warlord ship by Dan Bolo. I hope I pronounced that right. So credit to him for this. Looks like it's mostly combat steel. Don't really want to give away any spoilers on the inside of this. So that's that one. Next we have the Hunter, which is another Warlord ship. Mostly combat steel by the looks of it. Quite a lot of rocket turrets there. This is by Boonog, so credit to him for that. The Polaris heavy fuel freighter. That one's by me. Next we have the Arcanum. This is a new Krell build. It says Krell, Arcanium, and Nexus dual stations, homeworld. This is by Miss Carly, so credit to them for that. I pronounced that right. A lot of armoured concrete there. Obviously, there's way more builds than I could cover in a video, but I will put all the links in the description for the full patch notes, and obviously you can go check out 1.7 for yourself. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you like, please give a thumbs up, and I'll see you again soon.